Good evening and welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to Motorsport Manager. We are on for the penultimate race in Season 1 of our Motorsport Manager campaign. Our journey through with Josh Motorsport. You can see my in-game logo there. It might have a different logo on the thumbnail, but that's the logo I wish I could get into the game, but I don't actually know how to do that. So I'm not worried about it. Let's go for the same again. Try and see if we can get a little bit of money. Not a lot of money, a little bit of money would be nice. Oh, those are spec parts. Everything else is looking good in condition. Nice. Go to the race. Yeah, let's go to the race. Go to the practice, see if we can get a good setup going. We were just in Portugal, so it's not been a very far journey to make. Kind of looks like Monza. It's not quite the same as Monza, but it's pretty similar. It's a high-speed circuit. All about speed. Seeing what kind of damage we can do around the corners is less important. But let's see. Either way, let's see what we can do. This track might be a track for us. We don't know. Our car's a bit of a mystery to us, to be honest, rather than just to the other teams. But let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. What is going on? My chair is being weird. Okay. There we go. That's more comfortable. Awesome. Okay, Gomez and Domingo, you will be our two setups here. And we're going to start on the left on all of these things. And see if that's correct. Handling all the way to the left as well. And speed balance as well. We actually can't go that much further than that. So let's click all of this down. Get handling all the way across. And then bring the speed balance as far back as we possibly can. I mean, but that's too much on the handling, you know. That's genuinely, yeah. We'll see if that works. Yeah, I don't know if that will work, but we'll see. Send them out on the softs. Okay. And then we'll go on the right for Domingo. We'll see if we'll look at things on the right-hand side, see if that works for him. And it might not. Put the handling all the way to the right as far as we can. And then do our best to try and put the speed balance over there as well. Okay, so on the right-hand side for Domingo, go out on the mediums for me. And let's go. Let's take the practice. I still don't want to simulate practice, even if it might actually be better for us to do that. I don't want to do it. I want to play the game properly, or like properly. There's no right way to play the game, obviously. But I still want. I want to be the one to at least try and get the game working for me. Rather than letting the game just do it on its own. We're out first before everyone else. That's pretty good. Get the outlap done. Get the setup knowledge going a little bit aggressive. Shorter gearing. Okay, yeah, of course we can. We're going to learn this stuff as we go. Complete a lap. That is a lap done, actually. We're 6th and 7th. Okay, bring them in. You've done your lap. In you come. Where is the pits, actually? I think... Oh, there it is. Doing early. Who's coming in first? Domingo comes in first. Okay. So the setup is poor, very poor and poor. So it's got to go all the way to the left. And no, I mean, we could put it in the middle, and then if it's still poor, you know it's got to go left. So that's what we'll do. Into the middle. The handling is kind of the same. And shorter gears. That's actually what the driver said. Wanted a bit shorter on the gears. Try and keep these things a little bit more average, because that's kind of more like when we're fine-tuning things, I think. Yeah, go out on... Yeah, let's go on the softs. Why not? Out you go. And whoa, would you look at that? We got an excellent. We got an excellent on the speed balance. So that's where we do not mess with that. We do not mess with that at all. So handling goes to the right. but the speed balance stays where it is. Nice. Downforce goes to the left, to the right as well, sorry. Get that speed balance back. No, that's going the wrong way. Actually can't bring it far enough that way, so we're going to have to do it like this. There we go. And we'll see if that works. Out you go on the medium, a nice little swap over. And out you go. Well, in a second, I guess. Out you go. We're at the bottom again. We know that that's what happens. There's nothing we can do about it, really. We got to try and fine-tune our car best we can. Okay, keep going. Nice job with the setup. That's good. Knowledge bonus unlocked. We're at medium. We're at high on Gomez. That's good. Aero setup is way nicer. Nice. And go for another lap, and then we'll bring you in. And same for Domingo. In you come. Okay, so we're still at the bottom by quite a way. But everything is feeling a little bit better for the drivers, which is what we want. Okay. Knowledge gained is at high. Tyres are at 91. Downforce is just okay. Handling's poor. Speed balance, of course, is still excellent. Very poor, very poor. Okay, so downforce and handling. We're going to say downforce is about here. We're just going to move it a tweak a little bit, just like that. Handling needs to go a little bit to the right, about there. And I'm going to say that's better. I'm not sure if it is. We'll see. Out on the new set of mediums. Out you go, and then we'll send you out and see what Domingo's setup is looking like. How are we looking? Downforce is great. Handling's excellent, and speed balance is good. We're at 92. Wow, that's a huge jump. So it was very poor to excellent. It was poor to great. And it was poor to good. So I'm going to say speed balance has to go a little bit to the left. However, handling stays where it is. There we go. Downforce, I'm just going to go a little bit. Not too much. I'm just going to go a little bit to the left. No, that might be. There we go. That's better. Handling, get back to there. And speed balance, like I say, was going a little bit to the left as well. Let's see if that works. We might be able to nail this, potentially, if we can get the laps in, that is. Which we should be able to, because the lap is only... The lap's actually only 120, so we should be able to get around here and get that lap in. We are in. There we go. Brilliant. Aero setup's way nicer. Let's see what we get from this. This might be a nice little boost to the setup. I'm not going to say we actually go up and not finish 19th, but there is a chance, I guess. Gomez is going quite well at the minute. And not quite. Okay, 2.8, so we're still half a second away from the team above us. That's fine. Maybe we can make the difference up on the track. You never know. And we're down at the bottom. But that's actually much better. I think we did much better in that practice session alone than we have in basically all of the rest put together. So, yeah, really, really good work. Actually using a tactic and seeing if it works. Okay, so, yeah, race trim, increase performance where we can, race trim and medium tires where... That's why Faith Anthony is so good on the medium tires, so good on the long strategy. Yeah, I mean, I can't see what tire they're using. Okay, into the car setup. Okay. So, very poor to okay to great. Very poor to great. So handling needs to go just a little bit to the left for Gomez, I think. And then downforce just a little bit to the left as well. Just a tad. And then it's handling. That's too far, actually. That's too far. And speed balance coming back. Okay, that's... Oh, is that... No, it's not quite doing what I want it to do right now. I want the... It's gone back to where it was, basically. That must have been the setup we had. That's it. There we go. That's what we're after. Okay, continue. Start on the softs. Gomez, that's all right. Start on 13 laps of fuel. Only 31. Oh, this is definitely... Gomez goes for a 2-stop. Anthony goes for a 1-stop. Okay, so downforce was poor to great to good. So downforce has got to go click that setup. It's got to go just a bit to the right. Poor, good. Poor, good, okay. Speed balance also goes to the right. So downforce and speed balance just a little bit to the right. Handling just goes back. I think speed balance could probably go a little bit further. No, it's not doing it. It's not doing it just yet. We're comparing to that. Speed balance, it needs to go a little bit further. And then the handling is to jump back the other way. Is that better? It's still got to be more. If I'm being honest, it's got to be more. That's not changing the handling that much at all now. Good, that's great. In fact, I'm going to go one more and we're going to see if that works. We're at 92. We're going for... Well, we're going for the 1-stop with... Yeah, we're going for the 1-stop with Anthony. Just conserve the tire. You don't really need to conserve the tires on the mediums. Not really. They're quite good anyway. And with Gomez, we're going to go for a little bit more of a attack from the outset. Actually, well, yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, we're going to go from the outset. Actually, let's change it down just to those for now. And we are 5 red lights. Lights out. Off we go. Okay, Gomez instantly lost first position to Anthony. Even though Anthony... I'm going to tell Anthony to let Gomez through. Because Anthony is on a different race. So, early doors here. I need Anthony. I'm releasing Andre. This better be worth it. Yeah, it is. There we go. Now you race. I know Anthony lost positions for that. It is what it is. Anthony's on a different race. Because Gomez messed up the start. Okay, Anthony's dropping down a little bit. That's okay. We're playing the long game. We're playing the long game. Okay, and now we're going to release Andre. And see if there's a chance of chasing up. 0.3 is the difference right now. 0.5. It's dropped a little bit, but it's coming back a bit, actually. Anthony's dropped all the way to the back in record time. That's so slow. 29 laps remaining. You know what? Yeah, we're playing the long game with Anthony. We're playing the long game. Okay, let's calm you down a bit, Gomez. Okay, you want to get up to temperature, push them. Okay, push the tires a bit. Gomez is in 10th. Still fighting. I mean, we don't usually survive this many laps. Still quite high up the order. So, down in 11th. It's not been that bad. That would be 12th. In fact, that'll be 13. Okay, give it a go, Anthony. Go on, chase him down. Is there a position there for you? Go on. Yeah, well defended so far. Loses the position eventually. Okay, back onto a regular then. Okay. So we are thinking the one stop with Anthony. And we are thinking the two stop with Gomez. We just don't have the car. We don't have the car. It's not fun. Obviously, it's not fun being at the back every race. So we have to try these things to try and get ourselves further up the field, but it's not working right now. Gomez is now at the back as well. Okay, we're going to go for the same... there's no point because he won't be able to extend it by that much. Yeah, go for it. See if you can get Dembele. See if you can get Dembele. Prove that you can get an overtake done on the track like we did last race. Yeah, good driving. Good driving. There's the position. There's Dembele done. So we can make overtakes against the team around us in the standings, but it is tough. And it does kind of lead to us absolutely having to burn our tyres, burn our engines, and then go from there. Okay, pit stop time for Gomez. Go on to the softs. Still 21 laps remaining anyway. Yeah, so we may as well go on the softs and just go through on a regular one. Anthony's still looking fine. In fact, would it be the worst thing to cut that gap a little bit for Anthony? I'm not sure. Let's see if that number does start coming down. 7.1 right now. 7.0. See if it is going to come down. We put her on push mode. 6.0. Okay, so there's definitely... Well, no, that's to Anthony, actually. So we need to see what happens. 6.8. 6.7. It is kind of coming down. That's all right. Let's move on. Gomez is doing your thing. Okay. Okay, back to Gomez, who is still pushing. No real need to right now, because everyone's going to pit ahead of us. So let's go into 12 times and see when the pits do happen. Some of them are happening now, actually. But Gomez doesn't make any positions just yet. Anthony's shot up the order. You see that? Up to 7th now. Gomez is in 19th. Still ahead of Dembele, which is nice. Dembele chasing down. Anthony on a different strategy. Well ahead. Okay, you've got 1 lap to go. Let's pit onto the new set of mediums. Fill up the tank. Park conditions are fine. And let's even go for a fast pit stop and see if we get away with it. See if it works. We're in 3rd right now because of our strategy. And we've got to get this pit stop done and see where we come out. Down to 5th and into the pits. Anthony, how far behind Dembele are you? You're right behind. Let's go for it again. Go for it again. See if you can get the overtake done. You did it once. Do it again. Anthony is down in 20th now. But again, on a completely different strategy. So from here, it's basically get to the end of the race. And push for a bit just to get those mediums up to temperature. And let's see if Gomez can make... I mean, look, isn't able to do it just yet. The gap is not coming down. 1.1. It's still at 1.1. 1.16. Not really coming down. 1.14. Okay, a little bit. And there it's gone up again. 1.2 now. 1.3. 1.2 again. Not really making that much time. But now we're starting to see a little bit of a difference. It has come down. You know, the gap has come down. Still only 14 laps to go. Actually, maybe 13 now. But Gomez, gap's 0.6 now, so it can be done. It can be done. And if they are also going for 2 stops, which I think most of them are, then there is a chance of us overtaking Dembele on the track. And hopefully Anthony on the other side of things is more able to gain positions by strategy, by pit stops instead. So we'll see. We'll see. Is this the overtake for Gomez? Oh, very close. What do you mean? What can we do? Make the overtake. Asking me what can we do? Okay, we're going to pit Gomez soon. The tyres are going to fade. We're at 0.4. Still right on his tail, though. Keep going. Yeah, I don't think you'll last another pit, so let's go for it. And that's enough fuel. In fact, I'm going to fill up so that you can still attack and go for another fast pit stop. Okay. So, yeah, I know Gomez is low fuel. We're making the decision early. Calm it down on the strategy. Anthony is still just kind of playing the waiting game right now. Oh, and there's a crash. It's been a crash. Sergio Valdez. Wowzer. Spun out. Coming through there. That's an interesting place to lose control. Oh my word, there's another one. Oh, Anthony makes a good point. Safety car's out. Yes. We should pit onto the softs. It's a different game once the safety car is out. Fill up on fuel. Park conditions. Oi. Yeah, fix the part just in case we don't want any trouble. No, it's 13 seconds. It's too much. It's too much. I mean, you've just come into the pits, so there's no real point. Okay, so we won't get bottom now. There's no point. There's 3. I thought there was only 2. There's actually 3 crashes, which means even if we finish dead last of the cars that are left, we're going to get the sponsor objective, and we're actually going to get a bit of money, which is kind of bonkers. Okay, Gomez goes into 16th. No, Anthony held on and takes this. Okay, fine. Okay, now we've got to catch up to the back of the train, wherever it is. Are we able to get to the back of the train? No, yeah, there we are. We're at the back of the train. Okay, cool. Not that many laps to go. Quite a bit of fuel to go. To burn, potentially. We've got excess fuel. Safety car's heading in. In fact, we should probably put that on low while the safety car's still out there. Safety car is heading in now. And we are racing. Okay. Ignore that. Anthony, let's go. And let's see if there are positions out there for us. Let's see. The gap is 1.3 to 14th right now. Because Beauchamp's behind. Went in to make a stop. What is that? That is some... There must have been a mistake. There must have been a damage or something. Because we're both up into the sponsor objective right now. Which is nuts. The gap is 1.6. 89%. 7 laps remaining. There's still quite a lot of laps remaining. But the longer we do... Okay, no, we've got to go for it here. We've got to go for it. And... yeah. Let's go. I mean, there's a lot of points available to us right now. Okay, Anthony's got to calm it down and just let Gomez through, because Gomez, well, if Anthony's got an actual problem with the condition of the car, which is getting low on the rear wing, You just got to get around and get to the end, basically. But Gomez, on the other hand, can try and fly forward. And there was an overtake. Oh no, it wasn't an overtake. Baltang went into the pits again. I really don't know why you wouldn't have pitted under that safety car. That's kind of a bit crazy to me. Okay, stop pushing just for a bit. We'll try and see where we are. 4.7 behind 13. This is going to be, well, you would think this is going to be our best race result. 3 unfortunate crashes for other teams and 2 mess ups from other teams when it comes to their strategy. Why are you not pitting under the safety car? You've got to. You've got to. It's kind of crazy to me. Okay, how many laps to go? Not very many. Let's go on to that push mode for Gomez. Just see if we can get that gap down. 6.4. 6.5. It's, yeah, no, fine. It's not working. 6.5 maybe. It's not working. That's fine. Okay, I think this is where we're going to finish. 14th and 15th. Anthony has still got a gap of 3.1. 2.2. Oh, wow. 1.3. Go on, push, Anthony. Is there a chance to hold off Beauchamp? Driver who is, if I remember correctly, competing up in the standings. Dropping down to 5th right now. Whereas we're actually gaining a few points. Then again, Dembele, unfortunately, is also gaining points. Was not one of the drivers to struggle. Keep going, Anthony. Keep going. One more lap. One more lap. Ah, we've lost it. Dang it. Lost that 16th. Keep. Oh, stay on. And that's very close between the two of them. We're on the last lap. You never know. Faith Anthony's on an absolute blinder of a lap. Can we see the lap times? Yeah, I want to see the lap times. Going green at the minute. Everyone else is in white. Anthony's going green. Yeah, go, go. Keep doing what you're doing. Gomez is going to finish up in 15th. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like Anthony is going to make any difference. But 16th and 14th is that the best we've done across the season? I think it is. I think it is. We've actually managed to take a chunk of points, in that one race alone, which shows that if we set a strategy and the teams around us have problems, there are positions to be had. And an example of that is the fact that we actually finished ahead of Tang on the track. And Beauchamp with Gomez on the track. You know, they messed up their pit stops and we beat them. We didn't come last of the teams that were still out there running, which is brilliant. I'm very happy with that. Are there any penalties out there? There are. Oh my word. Sabedo, the race winner, 2 parts broke the rules. Oh my goodness. Valdez also, but Valdez crashed anyway, so Gomez went up to 13th and takes another chunk of points. Takes another point. So even though, like I say, even though we haven't actually made much ground on the teams around us, the 9-point gap between us and Dembele, and the gap here is still quite a way between us and ZRT. I'm not actually that mad about that race. That was a pretty dang good race. ZRT lost a heap of points there. We beat Dragon. ZRT just finished above us there. So we had a good race. We had a good race. For where we are, it was a good race. Crash heavy race, yes. I mean, after 3 cars crashed, it says 0, but there was actually 3. Race winner, yeah. I mean, Arbeloa takes the win because Sabedo was cheating, basically. You don't, yeah, you cheat, you get found out, you're going to get punished. So, yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Driver form wasn't too bad. Pretty dang good. Overall form 6.4. So Faith Anthony's actually driving really, really well. We take a bit of loss on the money. We take a little bit of loss on the money, but we obviously we beat our sponsor objective, so we did do well there. Other races, there we go. Arbeloa did end up taking the win, extends the lead at the top. Beauchamp went down a bit, Sabedo went down a bit. I mean, yeah, that's what happens if you're willing to break the rules. You know, you gotta accept your punishment. Okay, pit crew wise, how are we looking? Oh wow, there's loads of potential hires over there. Into the mail, car condition update. Everyone is gonna work on that. Interview, we'll take the interview. I'll take my... Okay, the marketability's gone down, but I don't want to annoy Faith Anthony for no reason. The brakes aren't great, but then again, why does it matter? Because next season we've got spec brakes anyway, so... Yeah. Mistake-free weekend. No longer listening to offers. Oh. Okay, cool. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's look at the other races here. Whoa. You can't have a 0 and a 1. Not a chance. Not a chance that... No. 7 to... That 7 and 8 looks quite nice, but I think we're kind of beyond that. If I'm being honest, I think we're beyond that. We're now looking at pit crew who are better across the board, you know, not just able to do one thing. So car repair is complete. That's nice. Yep, finished working on the car. We've got one race left. It's in Russia. It's at the Black Sea GP. It's in 20 days, 19 days, 18 days. That will be the last episode of the season, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. It was a better race for us, taking advantage of other teams struggling. Basically, they make mistakes. We push forward, and we take the points that they leave behind. Which we're going to have to do a lot more of that next year to try and not finish dead last. But that's kind of a worry for next year. I'm not worried about that right now, so let's pause. We've got some emails. We're doing well on that. We're doing well on that. They want to ask about brakes. That's fine. Thoughts turn to Teams Championship with Eastwood leading the way. Yeah, I mean, that's not over, but Eastwood look like they are going to win it. And contracts are running down on all of our drivers. Okay. Do we want to renew our drivers? I don't really know. We need to... Let's take a look at the team. The drivers are actually not that bad. 2 and a bit stars, 2 and a bit stars. Domingo, only 1 and a bit stars. But that is the reserve driver. Maybe... I mean, Faith Anthony has outperformed Gomez pretty much all season. 31 points. Yeah, I mean, basically all season. And there's a 3 out of 7 there in the vice versa. So, yeah, I'm going to renew. I think. Oh. Compare driver. I mean, I can't scout those drivers. They are going to be way out of my pay grade, basically. But there's a lot of drivers there who scouting jobs. 42 days. Okay, so it's going to take 42 days to scout some of these drivers. I don't know if anyone's scouted, really. A lot of drivers there who are currently in teams, yeah. Let's just go back to where we were. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should have been scouting drivers beforehand anyway, but I don't know. It's tough. Let's scout and scout. Single seater series. We can steal some drivers from rival teams. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but it would have to be from the European. Scout some of these guys as well. Oh, wow. It'd actually be a lot less to scout these guys. Yeah. Well, we know... I mean, I don't know. We've got no real idea of which drivers are like the top drivers. Just take a look at the standings, but that doesn't really work for us. I don't... Because if they've got a contract, we're going to have to make them break contract, which is not what we want to do. So I'm going to renew Faith Anthony for another season. Wages aren't very important. My status is barely important. Prefer a long contract. Okay. I don't mind adding a race bonus. Equal status. No idea if that's going to be a good offer or not, but we'll have to see. Let's go into the compare driver screen again and actually go and scout some of those. Do what I was doing basically. Scout those guys. Hit continue. Got it. Contracts are running down. We're at the race anyway. So what'll be next time out? Last episode of the season. We'll do a load of that stuff. We'll finish the race. And then we'll have a look at kind of setting up for Season 2. But before we actually go into Season 2, we'll have to stop it because I want Season 2, Episode 1 to be, the chunky setup episode. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. A much better performance from us on the track. We got some points. We actually managed to get some results as well, which is quite nice. Take a look at the calendar. Go and look at race number 9. And you can see, look at that, up into 13th. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We took 8 points and a 5 points. We took 13 points total. Really, really good stuff. And hopefully that is a sign of good things to come, because that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you for watching, guys. I shall catch you next time.